Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Iowa State's offense will take the field first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, a fresh set of downs for the offense.
Off play action on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
Back to pass, it's Beck. A little screen to the running back. And it will be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just keeps slinging it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the BYU Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take on the prize.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Hagan. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Beck. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Fires it incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The option look. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the ball dribbles out of bounds, and they'll maintain possession, but that's about the only good news for the offense on that play. The Cyclones are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hagan. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzloff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFP, what does it mean for a program like this?
It would be huge. I mean, BYU is a good program, but nobody looks at it as an elite program. So they could perform at that level. And listen, it's going to be Retzloff. He's that guy. Like, he's scrambling, throwing, making plays. Kind of had a knack for big plays last year. So if he builds on that, watch out.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hagan. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He's loose. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bachmeier. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! The extra point here would tie the game. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Cyclones with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Jackson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, preventing him from scoring on big plays.
He'll throw it. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. That's what tight ends are supposed to do, just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Buckmeyer. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Kent State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 24 to Bowling Green.
Starts a drive trying to go up top.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Time to take a shot. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the...
And here's the third interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougar! The DB He saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him on the very...
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Caught in the backfield, it's Hagan. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Setting up the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Here's the handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. Oh, they're after him! The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. No good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Got it in the middle. It's Sowell. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking for space. It's Hansen. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. On the ground with the counter. Creates a little space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Crosses the 45. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. BYU has this offense clicking. From the gun, running back on the move. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Grab behind the line. It's Hagan. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Retzlaff. That's reeled in, it's Hagan.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second and goal for the offense. Off play action. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing right. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, hits Jackson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past Parker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Bringing the heat. And he throws another interception. Looking for more room. The 30. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give and tick, 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 tick. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw.
It's a seam wide open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Got it behind the line. It's Hagan. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The hand to the running back. Crosses to 35. Turns it on in midfield. Flying down the left side. The 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And he made the extra point without problem. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel.
Here we go.
Finds his tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Wide open spaces. Out of bounds right on the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Using his legs to buy some time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's got it, so they convert the two and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The give from the gun. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road there.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the winners of 7 straight, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the 49ers will put it away to start the game. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mean Green offense will take the field, and they'll get this thing underway. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm into...
There he goes! Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Offense in the hurry-up.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. North Texas in the hurry-up.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will go to work for the first time today. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
Caught in the backfield, it's House. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Nicholas. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's nice to have guys like this on third down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
On the move, he fires. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
give to the tailback. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Harold. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The 49ers will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Line is set on 3rd down. Trying play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the 49ers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Dropping back, it's Harold. Catch in the middle, it's Nicholas. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Nicholas. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The 49ers are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Leaves it with the running back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Keeps it and gets the first down. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And the 49ers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Now improvising. Takes the easy completion. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a return on the fumble. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Cal. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Handoff from the gun. Past the 45. On the move at the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. North Texas in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Got it in the middle, it's Evans. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Texas. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The give on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here and lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Caught near the sticks. It's Olsen. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
42 Spiders.
The RPO, it's complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rutledge. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. North Texas in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds us back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. North Texas really has it going on offense. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
The mean green now facing the meanest of problems on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Pulls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. North Texas will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
His quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with a completion.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Works the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got his man on the outside. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7. North Texas in the hurry up. Quick hitting end around on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So on fourth and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Trying to punch it in. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Trying to push his way in, but not quite enough on fourth and goal. The 49ers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They go to the ground. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
And man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Sprinting away. Turning on the Jets. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Going up top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. This time he's got his man. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
A big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
And the 49ers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And this offense, they just got to find a way to make some plays here. They've dug themselves a huge hole. Haven't played well, especially in the important areas. They've kicked too many field goals, not scored a touchdown. They've got to find a way to create an explosive play.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Well, no mystery on that play caller, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best runner runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Ron gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. North Texas really has it going on offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, North Texas! And the stomping has commenced. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's his fourth interception of the night.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. You can tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation.
He wants to go deep. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this.